Which medium coverage foundation is better for you? We're gonna find out. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, guide to better for you beauty, skincare, hair care, and beyond. I try the products out and share my honest reviews. They're actually honest reviews. Also, you have a better idea of what to buy and what not to buy. Today I'm back with a foundation battle between the RMS ReEvolve foundation and the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I have reviewed both separately, so I will link to that below. But I'm going to run through just a few things that I think are going to help you be able to make a better decision and also give you some links to other foundations you might want to look at if neither of these is appealing to you. First up, we're going to look at price. That's very similar. So Haus Labs is $45. Yo, what? But I just realized this while filming actually. The RMS has jacked its price up from $48 to $52 for the full, and then $44 for the refill now. Additionally, if you look at this on Sephora, they are not currently showing the refill option available. I know inflation is everywhere, but Haus Labs, by the way, has stayed the same. So not only was it just a few bucks, now I'm like, okay, Haus Labs absolutely wins on that. Shade range, you have 16 shades currently available for RMS. You have, drumroll please, 51 shades currently available for Haus Labs. They win by a landslide. I have 22.5 in the RMS foundation. I found that to be a little too yellow in terms of undertone for me. 22 is what I've used in Uncover Up, concealer, other products from them. So I would recommend, if you're still curious about shade matching and this is the one you want, look at what you've already used from them if you have and go with that. I skewed. I went rogue and I don't believe I should have done that. I have the 190 Light Cool. In the Haus Labs, this was great, and now it's starting to oxidize a little bit. Just saying, it's starting to get kind of a weird yellowy, not like a warm yellow. It's a little weird, I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's not weird enough that I can't use it. I'm just starting to see a little shift in formula. Packaging, as we've just talked about, the RMS is refillable. However, Sephora needs to ramp up their eco-friendliness game and put those refills where people and consumers can easily find them. Secondarily, we have the Haus Labs, which is in glass packaging with a plastic lid. I love refills, but you have to try it and like the product. So there needs to be a set of variables for, I think, that to be successful. Neither really wins, but I prefer glass over a giant thing of plastic any day. Coverage and application, I wanted to compare these two together, well, because they're both liquid foundations, but also because they're supposed to provide medium coverage. The RMS coverage, I will give it to that. It is incredible. It is very, very strong. I feel like you can build up to full. Application wise, however, if I used a sponge with that, it looked way too opaque. Now, if you like that look and you want extreme coverage in a cleaner product, then you can use that. Use the sponge. I found it to work best with a little bit of facial oil mixed in, and then I would use my kabuki brush to put it on my face. That seemed to be the most natural looking coverage that was still incredibly strong. So absolutely hit the medium coverage. I feel like it's medium to full. Then you have Haus Labs, which for me was very easy to apply with a fluffier brush. I went with a lot of different options and really that ended up being the best. I didn't have to tinker so much. I didn't have to have prep. I always prep the skin with moisturizer and sunscreen. Whereas with the RMS, I think because of the squalane that they use, that Titanol proprietary blend, it does feel a little bit drying on the face, so I wanted to add more moisture. So if you have dry skin, that's what you might want. If you have oily skin, it might be chef's kiss for you. But Haus Labs didn't need to fuss with it, just glided it on over what I had and it played pretty well. I did see a medium coverage there. I didn't feel like it was as opaque, but I saw a really good medium coverage, which I like. The finish on the RMS, a little bit more matte for me. Not just neutral, non-shiny, non-matte, but it looked a little bit matte on me and it felt a little drying. Again, using a little bit of oil kind of did wonders for my skin. And then with the Haus Labs, the finish was not close to dewy, it was not shiny, it was nothing like that, but it was just sort of toned down and natural looking. I would not say it looked matte or velvety, it just looked like skin without a lot of shine to it. So I liked that again for a more natural look. It was easier. It felt very weightless on my skin. I didn't even know it was there. Wow, I zoomed right past the ingredient scan. Sorry about that. So this is important. If you are trying to avoid silicones, then you're gonna wanna go with the RMS. If not, you can opt for the Haus Labs. I usually can't use dimethicone on my skin, it breaks it out. For some reason, I still don't know why. This has not broken my skin out. Either way, if you're trying to avoid silicones, you're not going to want to probably go in that direction. The RMS foundation does have that squalane and a bunch of other nourishing ingredients, synthetics and non-synthetics in both of these, and potential coconut derivatives in both of these. It really depends on how the brand uses their caprolate, cocoa caprolate. Sometimes it's using coconuts, sometimes it's not. You're gonna have to ask the brand on that. The Haus Labs has arnica for redness. I feel like it does something. You know, like it doesn't remove the redness. I have to use skincare and eat well and do that. Like that has an effect. But the arnica like calms my skin. I do see some type of calming going on there. It's kind of wild. There are herbs and antioxidants, so environmental protectors. So, neither are like perfect for the ingredients, but really what is, they are fully transparent and I do appreciate that. Wrap it up with the wear test and the final score on each scorecard. So the wear test. RMS did not wear as well for me as Haus Labs. I saw a little bit more texture on top of the skin. I felt it a little bit more. It was a little bit more drying. I looked like I had product on my face. Haus Labs, weightless, kind of lovely, wore really nicely. It did gather in certain ways, but that is also a result of application. But still, there was a little bit of gathering. It was just like minute for me. And for final scores on the scorecard, RMS had a 15 out of 20. Haus Labs has a 17 out of 20. So for me, what's best for me out of these two would be the Haus Labs option. There are so many others on the market right now. You have your Fit Glow, you have Kosas, doer options like Air Perez, you have one of my favorites, Juice Beauty. All of my favorites, by the way, you can check out and you can go straight to my foundation reviews, let alone my favorite foundations, because that's a shorter list. You can keep exploring on Britt's Picks. It's updated monthly, so I will put a link to that below. But for this battle, I know what works better for my skin, but you tell me which one would work better for your skin, or if it's neither, then definitely say that below, what type of skin type you have and what your current favorite foundation is in the cleaner, better for you space. Hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to take 2 seconds, hit that like button, subscribe so you never miss a new video as it comes through, and I'll be right back here with more reviews very soon. Until then, bye.